Hey there, I'm Dorsey with Sales Solve Everything, and I've spent the last couple of decades in the home building sales world. And now I get to coach and train new home sales teams across the country to help them convert more leads, serve more buyers, and ultimately sell more homes. And if you're watching this, there's a good chance that your company has just partnered with NterNow, and that means you're about to start receiving a new kind of lead. First off, congratulations. As someone who has recommended NterNow to multiple builders, I can tell you firsthand, it works. It consistently delivers results. Why? Because it connects you with real buyers, people who are motivated enough to take a tour on their own time without waiting for a salesperson to open the door. But here's the thing, that tour happens without you, and that changes everything. So if you've already received your first NterNow lead, or you're just getting prepared and you found yourself wondering, what do I say? How do I follow up? You're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to walk you through what makes an NterNow lead different, how the sales process shifts, and exactly what to say and do to move the conversation forward and create a real opportunity. Let's start by looking at what makes these leads so unique. An NterNow prospect has already taken action. They scanned a QR code. They uploaded their personal info, including a photo of their driver's license. They stood at the door, entered a one-time access code, and walked through one of your completed homes on their own time. Listen, they didn't just click around online. They physically showed up. And while you weren't there to greet them or guide the tour, the buyer experience has already begun. Their opinions are already forming, whether or not you're involved yet. But here's the key. You can still play a major role in shaping what happens next. Instead of controlling the tour, you now have to connect with someone who already had the experience and build value after the fact. That requires a different approach. You're not starting with, hey, let me show you this home. You're starting with, tell me what you saw. And let's talk about what matters most to you. Before we get into strategy and scripts, let's talk mindset. When an NterNow lead comes in, it can feel a little awkward. You didn't meet them. You don't know what they noticed about the home. You don't know how long they stayed. You didn't get to see their body language as they moved through the home, what lit them up, what gave them pause, or how they responded to key features. And because of that, it's easy to assume that they're not serious. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Nobody takes a picture of their driver's license, uploads their info, and unlocks a front door just for fun. They're there because they want something more, something better, something that will change their lives. These are not cold leads. These are active buyers. And your job isn't to sell them, it's to connect with them. That starts with the 2 C's, care and curiosity. You have to genuinely care about where they are in the buying process and what they're going through that's making them want a change, and be curious enough to ask the right questions to find out what matters most to them. You're not chasing, you're not convincing, you're stepping in after the tour to start a relationship, one built on listening, understanding, and adding value. When you lead with care and curiosity, you won't come across as salesy. You'll come across as helpful, and that's exactly how you win with NterNow leads. All right, let's get busy with follow-up. Step 1, reach out quickly and make it personal within 24 hours, but ideally the same day. You want to send a message that, number 1, acknowledges the home they toured, number 2, shows genuine appreciation, and number 3, opens the door for conversation. Here's an example. Hey Sarah, this is Dorsey with Glenwild. I saw that you toured our home at 489 Glenwild Drive yesterday through NterNow. I just wanted to say thank you. I'd love to hear what stood out to you or answer any questions you may have. No pressure. Just here if I can be a resource. It's simple, but it does a few things. Number 1, it shows you were paying attention. It sets a warm, low-pressure tone and invites them to respond, not retreat. So how should you send it? Look, you can make a phone call or send a text, and that's better than doing nothing. But if you really want results, send a message, a video message. Video helps you stand out, especially with NterNow leads. Remember, they toured the home, but they haven't met you. A short video builds trust, shows your energy, and helps them feel like they already know you. You don't need to overthink it. Just grab your phone, smile, and be human. Here's a simple framework for your video. Greet them by name, thank them for touring the specific home, ask one curiosity-driven question, and then reassure them of your approach and invite them to respond however they're comfortable. Something like, hey Brittany, this is Chance with Glenwild. I saw you toured 489 Glenwild Drive this weekend. Thank you so much for taking the time. I'd love to hear what stood out to you. I'm not here to push anything. I just want to help however I can. If you're still figuring things out, I totally get it. I'm here when you need me. That's it. Keep it short, be real, and remember, your tone matters just as much as your words. The goal here isn't to close, it's to connect. Okay, following up once, well, that's good, but having a plan for the next 7 to 10 days, that's how you stay top of mind without being overbearing. Here's a simple 4-step cadence that you can use. Day 1, phone call, text, or video message. Personal, friendly, and low pressure. Days 2 and 3, you could do a quick phone call. Try, hey Mark, I'm checking on your tour of the home on Glenwild Drive. I'm curious what you thought. Did it feel like a fit? Are you still figuring things out? Day 4 and 5, send something of value, a comparison, updated pricing, incentive info, what's going on in the community. And then day 7 and on, light touch. I just wanted to check on you to see how your search is going. We've had a few updates and I'm happy to share if you're still looking. Be present, be relevant, and stay in their story and stay top of mind. All right, this is where it all comes together. Most buyers don't move forward because of features or details. They move forward when they see how a home fits their vision and can improve their lives. So ask questions, guide them there. What stood out to you? Was anything missing that you're still looking for? What would this move change for you? Even if you weren't there for the tour, you can still guide the discovery. That's what I call moving from vision to value. When they connect emotionally and logically to what you're offering, momentum builds. And most salespeople that is, never go there. But if you do, you're not just following up, you're leading. All right, let's wrap up. NterNow leads are some of the best opportunities you'll get. They've already walked in. They're already engaged. They're picturing a better future. But let's be clear. The home doesn't sell itself. The X factor in this entire process is you. You are the one who brings value to the experience. You're the one who helps them sort through what matters most, who listens, who guides and earns their trust. People don't just use NterNow and make a decision without ever talking to anyone. They need a professional, someone who can help them move from interest to clarity to confidence. And that's the difference that you make. So reach out quickly, lead with curiosity and care, follow up consistently. Don't just check a box, check on them. Because when you show up with a purpose and when you recognize that your involvement can literally change the course of someone's life, you're not just working a lead, you're leading a life-changing decision. Hey, I'm Chance Dorsey with Sales Solve Everything. Thanks for watching. Now go make the most of every NterNow opportunity that comes your way. Happy selling.